Good evening, fans, and welcome back to another edition of Inner City Volleyball. We're here tonight at Valhalla Court here at Mazama High School in Klamath Falls, Oregon. Last time these two teams played, let's see, Henley won 3-1. That was last month. We covered that game. Any thoughts going into tonight?
Yeah, it was a 3-1 win for Henley. This was back on the 25th of September. Henley won their 3 sets pretty close with Mazama, though. As we go down the scores, 25-21, 25-13. That was the widest margin of victory. Mazama won their one set, 25-21, and then 25-14 was the final set. So Mazama played them close. We're going to see some new faces for Mazama tonight. Mazama's playing at home, which will be a different look between this game and the previous one. So even though Henley won the last one 3-1, expect this one to be a tightly contested contest. 2 league rivals, 2 inter-city rivals. It's never easy when you come to Valhalla Court, but the Hornets going to look to escape with a win.
All right, we'll be right back with some first set action here on mybasin.com.
Klamath Basin is beautiful, from shimmering Klamath Lake to rich farmlands to the historic downtown. And with an average of over 300 days of sunshine every year, the Klamath Basin is a great place to be. We here at Basin Media Active have been supporting this community for many years, keeping it entertained and informed with friendly faces and familiar voices. You can stay up to date with the latest news, weather, stream live local sports, and check out our community calendar, all on our website, mybasin.com. And you can download our app for free in your app store right now. Basin Media Active, local, community engaged.
Introducing Smith Bates Marcom Solutions, your trusted partner in marketing and communication. We specialize in crafting compelling campaigns, eye-catching graphics, and impactful branding materials.
Smith Bates is like working with dependable friends. They always help us build our professional image.
Through the innovative strategies that the team at Smith Bates suggested, we've been able to give the brand at Calor the boost that it desperately needed.
Unlock your potential with Smith Bates Marcom Solutions.
Hey, I'm Jason with Elevate Physical Therapy, Fitness and Performance. Thanks for joining us. Elevate started in 2020 as a dream. I wanted to open up a clinic of my own, really had a heart and a passion to treat athletes of all ages, and got the opportunity to do it. And wow, this is what's happened. One of the best parts of this job is that we get to work with all the student athletes on field, at their contests, at their games, all around the county. Specifically when you're working with dancers, right? We've got like particular ways of movement that we don't want to necessarily correct, because dancers have a very specific way of moving that's important for their athletic performance. At Elevate, we're here to get you moving and keep you moving, no matter if you're 8 or you're 80. Feel free to give us a call at 541-887-2030.
What are your goals? To get stronger, move better, feel healthier? Whatever you are aiming for, Harbor Isles is here to help you. They have brand new cardio and strength equipment. Harbor Isles offers indoor tennis courts, 4 indoor pickleball courts, energizing group classes, expert personal trainers, and a friendly, knowledgeable staff ready to guide you every step of the way. No matter what your goals are, Harbor Isles has everything you need to reach those goals. Stop by and see the difference for yourself. Harbor Isles, lose those reins and get your gains.
Welcome back to Intercity Volleyball between the Henley Hornets and the Mazama Vikings. We're here at Valhalla Court at Mazama High School. To introduce the starters, we'll start with the away team, Henley Hornets. Number 2, Kalia Cage. Number 3, Lainey Hadley. Number 5, Haley Paulson. Number 7, Abby Dubose. Number 13, Michaela Schroeder. And number 14, the freshman, Riley McDaniel. And for your Mazama Vikings starters, number 1, Nora Radford. Number 2, Abigail Irish. Number 3, Shaylee Butcher. Number 4, Armina Kirkpatrick. Number 9, Gabriela Lopez. 11, Sydney Baker. And number 16, Leah Hernandez.
Some of the things we noticed in there, Walter, for Mazama's sake, Nora Radford returning to the lineup. Not sure if this is her first game back overall this season, but it is the first time that we've seen her this year, at least from a broadcast perspective. She's a transfer from a neighboring school in our area, Cross Point Christian School. I expect to see some big things from her tonight on the court. This will be the first time, like I said, we've seen her this season. So I'm excited to see what she can do in front of a home crowd.
Yeah, me too. And from Henley, we noticed they're coming out with their heavy hitters.
Yeah, certainly so. Up front, McDaniel and Schroeder, those are two of the heaviest hitters, maybe one of the best 1-2 combos in the whole state. You know, we haven't seen everybody yet. We haven't seen what Marist and Philomath and Cascade and the others in the top 5 can do yet. But I'd wager McDaniel and Schroeder, put them up against any of them, and I know who I'm taking in that one.
Yeah, if I have to pick 2 middles, I'm definitely taking Henley's middles.
And it's
sure.
so exciting that they're only freshman and sophomore, Walter. We'll get into it as the game goes on, but the Hornets, they've really built a program, and they've got a lot to look forward to in the future, not only at the end of this season, but past it as well.
Yeah, in a lot of their programs, actually, they've got freshmen playing varsity sports.
Yeah, we've talked about some freshmen making some impact on the football team, which picked up a big win last week. I'm not sure exactly how the underclassmen line up on their boys' soccer team, but I know they're unbeaten right now in conference play. So things are looking up for the Hornets. Now, for the Vikings, it's been a little bit different. It's been a rebuilding process for a lot of their programs over the past, 2-3 seasons. But for this volleyball team coming in 4-12, 2-3 in league play, we'll talk about it more, Walter, but not out of the postseason picture yet. Are these Vikings a team that made it a season ago? They're looking to make it back to the dance this season.
Yeah, so just to paint the picture for you, Henley is undefeated, has been undefeated for 2 years. 14-game conference winning streak for the Hornets.
Very incredible. Undefeated conference champs last year. They're off to a 5-0 start this year. They had 1 win at the end of their 2024 season. So it's been 2 years since they've lost a conference game. They certainly ought to feel confident coming into this matchup against Mazama. Again, a team that they've already beat twice this season.
Yeah, 2 years in 2 days since they've been beat. Their last conference loss was to Klamath Union.
Yeah, pretty impressive streak that the Hornets are on right now.
All right.
Like we said, it's first time we've been here at Valhalla Court for Intercity Volleyball this year. I'll be excited to see how Mazama defends home court.
Kirkpatrick sets Butcher. Paulson back sets Kalia Cage. Mazama's not able to recover from that. Henley takes the first point.
Henley likes to get hot early, come out to big advantages. Last time we saw them, they went on an 18-0 run against Klamath Union. This was a few weeks ago now, but you know what they're capable of.
Melsness pops that one up, out of system play, free ball from Henley. Over pass, free ball again from Henley. This time impact system is Kirkpatrick, sets outside Butcher. Kalia Cage with the free ball for Henley. Still in system is Mazama. They set middle. Blocked. Schroeder with the block. 2-0. Henley leads. And you said last time they went on a 14-point winning streak. 14-point streak, excuse me. That was with Jenna Melsness serving, and she's serving right now.
You're exactly right. And also shout out to Schroeder doing the work up front on that last play for Henley. Nice job.
Kirkpatrick sets outside. Out of system play for Henley. Cage just hits that one a little too hard. First point for Mazama, 2-1. Henley leads.
Important for Mazama to keep their own momentum. The same point still stands. They got to be good off serve.
Kirkpatrick serves that one. Henley can't quite field that. It was a great spot to hit. 2-2. Tie ball game.
Kirkpatrick is a good player, trying to get the job done here from Mazama, a multi-sport athlete, also plays basketball.
Paulson sets Schroeder outside. Free ball, out of system play. Paulson sets middle. Schroeder puts that one down. They're able to get that one to Kirkpatrick. Gets it over. Paulson sets outside. This one's hit a little too far. Mazama with their first lead of the night, 3-2 here at Valhalla Court.
3 straight for him after Henley won the opening 2. Kirkpatrick and the Vikes have some momentum. Student section across the way for the Vikings.
Paulson sets outside Schroeder. Hits that one straight down. Mazama Libero not able to get to that. 3-3 tie game, neck and neck so far for these first 6 points of the night.
It's about what we expected. Like we said, last time these two teams met, it was a 3-1 decision in favor of the Hornets, but those 4 sets were fairly close. So again, expect them to be here tonight as well.
Number 6, Miley Lee serves for Henley. Outside, Hernandez not able to get that one over the net. Henley regains the lead, 4-3.
And Hernandez kind of false started on that one, trying to hit it over. Unfortunate, but trying to get those early mistakes out of the way early.
Lee serves that one over. Not able to get to that one. 5-3. Henley leads now.
I mentioned the Mazama student section across the way. Walter behind us. The Henley kids starting to line up as well. It's a fun environment here at Valhalla Court.
Always is. Lee serves that one. Kirkpatrick has to set from the back row. Sets Baker back row. Paulson not able to get the second touch on that one. Schroeder had to kind of pass set the pipe on that one, and that one's hit out of bounds. 5-4. Henley leads. Butcher floats that one to the back row. Paulson sets up Schroeder. Hits it just inches out. 5-5. Tie game again.
Yeah, that was real close to that back corner. You're right, Walter. Cage came at it angry, but just too much on it. Mazama ties it up.
Butcher floats that one too far. Henley leads 6-5. Okay, to serve for Henley, Plasencia. Marisol Baza Plasencia. She'll serve that one over, fielded by Irish to Kirkpatrick to Hernandez. Paulson gets the first touch this time. Clea Cage sets outside Dubose. Baker gets the second touch for Mazama. 2 out-of-system plays in a row from both teams. This time Paulson gets second touch, sets Dubose into the middle, into the donut. No one's home. 6-6. 7-6, excuse me.
You took the words right out of my mouth. The right there in the donut. That was perfectly placed on that attack. Nice job there by the Hornets.
Plasencia serves that one over, fielded by Baker to Kirkpatrick, back to Baker. She'll just get that one over. Out of system play for Henley. They'll set outside. Hit too far. 7-6. Henley still leads.
Can appreciate the Hornets trying to stick with that one. I want to say it was Paulson up front trying to stick with that play. Unfortunately, just too hard to hit it over, but it's a good attempt there for the Hornets.
Addison Slazak to serve for the Vikings. Couple feet out of bounds. 8-6. Henley leads.
Neither team has been able to string too much together. The longest consecutive string of points has been Henley's so far with 3. So really these teams going back and forth in the first set.
In to serve for Henley is the sophomore J.C. Ladner. Kirkpatrick gets the set, sets middle Baker. She'll put that one away. 8-7. Henley leads.
Good aggressive hit there for Mazama. That's not going to get Henley every time. There wasn't a whole lot to it as far as flashiness or anything like that goes, but you hit the ball hard enough and sometimes good things tend to happen.
Hernandez serves for the Vikings. Good serve, overpass by the libero. Hernandez with the second touch that time. Wow, what a play for Hernandez. She gets the serve. Second touch, sets Baker perfectly. That's a kill. 8-8.
That was a great job of Mazama to take advantage of the Henley mistake, the overpass, and then made him pay for it.
Paulson sets outside. That's McDaniel. She'll hit that one a little too far. Mazama regains the lead 9-7. All right, we'll be right back with more first set action, neck and neck, as Mazama tries to take down Henley High School here in Intercity Volleyball.
The best words you can hear tonight?
Order ready for Susan?
And if you hear those words at Abby's, you know it's going to be a legendary meal. Your pizza is loaded with toppings to the edge, premium ingredients, and real cheese. Yeah, baby. Gather with friends, play some video games, and watch the big game on TV. That's made Abby's a legendary pizza tradition for generations. And when you're ready to hear those magic words,
Tom, your order's ready.
you know where to go. You're always welcome at Abby's.
Welcome back to Intercity Volleyball. Here tonight, coming from Valhalla Court here at Mazama High School. Mazama leads 9-8 against the Henley Hornets here in the first set.
Yeah, Mazama's on a streak of 3 in a row, forced the Hornets into a timeout. We'll see what they discussed here.
Hernandez serves that one. Paulson barely able to get to that, sets McDaniel into the net. Mazama takes their biggest lead of the night, 10-8 here in the first set.
I think the biggest thing for Henley is just sewing up those gaps. There's been a couple of miscommunications that typically wouldn't get past the Hornets, and they have here early. And despite that hit being an errant one, I still think the Hornets have established a new game plan.
Beautiful floater from Hernandez. She'll take the second touch this time. Free ball, miscommunication between the Vikings. And Henley's back within 1, 9-10. Here to serve for the Hornets. Paulson, the setter. She'll serve that one over. Wow, what power she got on that one. 10-10, tie game again. Great play.
Love to see the power on the service. Nice job there by Paulson. See if she can do it again.
And she does do it again. This time out of system play from the Vikings. That'll set up Henley perfectly. Little miscommunication between Paulson and Cage. Paulson this time sets middle. McDaniel hits it hard, blocked by Baker. McDaniel frees that one over. Out of system play for the Vikings. Baker gets the kill anyways. 11-10, Mazama leads.
Yeah, that was Baker and Radford up front for Mazama. Like we said, we'll be saying Radford's name a few times tonight, and there she makes an impact on the defensive end to help the Vikes to a point. Now they lead by 1.
That one's overpassed. Paulson not able to get to that one. Great serve by Baker. And it looks like they've taken Kirkpatrick out of the game. Mazama has. Fielded by McDaniel. Cage with the second touch. That's over by Melsness, the libero. This one's doubled. Well, the double rule doesn't really apply in volleyball anymore. They'll set Butcher into the blocks. Just lands on the other side of the net. That's 13-10. Mazama leads.
Mazama's got some fire behind them right now. They're pumped up, expanding out their lead against Henley.
Yeah, they've got a freshman setter in from Mazama. Great serve by Baker. 14-10, Mazama leads. That's kind of confident from Mazama to put in their freshman setter against a team like the Henley Hornets. But Paulson sets middle. Dubose. Hernandez just puts that one over. Paulson back sets Cage. Beautiful set, beautiful hit. Great connection from these girls tonight. 14-11. Mazama still leads.
To your point, Walter, about the underclassmen getting some playing time, it's something we've talked about as a strength of this Henley team, that they've got freshmen who can step up. And for Mazama, a program which is trying to rebuild, it's important to get some of these freshmen good quality playing time. I like it.
Paulson sets Cage, back set. Another big hit. This time just put over by Mazama. To Cage again, another big hit. Hernandez has to lay out for that one. Paulson this time sets middle. McDaniel puts that one away for the Hornets, 14-12.
Yeah, I got to say, Walter, I'm watching down there on the court, and I see Sydney Baker receive those back-to-back rocket shots off of Cage. She receives them both and then is laughing about it. I don't know how you take that kind of impact and think it's funny. That's almost frightening. It's a mental type of warfare going on down there.
I think she's proud of being able to take that. I would.
I would be too, but I don't want my opponent laughing at me.
Dubose serves that one over for the Hornets. That's her second ace. Just serving this rotation. 14-14. Henley makes it a tie game again. We'll be right back on mybasin.com with this tie ball game here in the first set.
Parent of a high school athlete, I've given up trying to get pictures of my kid playing sports. It's nearly impossible to take pictures and enjoy the game. There is a solution though. God's Gifts Photography attends high school sporting events in the Basin to take individual and team action photos at a great price. Search God's Gifts 2 on Facebook to learn more. They'll come and capture your athlete in action, creating those frameable lifelong memories so you can watch and just enjoy the moment. Call 541-281-2206 to get your athlete on their schedule. God's Gifts Photography.
Welcome back to Inner City Volleyball on mybasin.com. We bring you tonight's matchup from Valhalla Court here at Mazama High School. The Mazama Vikings facing off against the Henley Hornets.
Hornets have run off a string of 4 in a row, forcing the Vikings into a timeout. And here we go, tied up.
Dubose sends that serve over. Hernandez with a second touch. This time sets Butcher. Melsness to Paulson. Paulson sets outside. Big hit. Hernandez sets middle. Pipe. That's Baker. She has to tiptoe her way down there, and they get the kill anyways. Kind of a lucky play for the Vikings, but that'll make it 15-14 here in the first set.
You'll take luck where you can get it if you're Mazama, especially against one of the very best teams in the state of Oregon. You're hanging with them here in the first set. Anything to help you get over the hump, you'll take.
Irish sends that serve over. Overpass from Henley. They'll have to set outside, and they do. Sliming over the net. 16-14, Mazama leads. Irish serves that one over for the Vikings. Paulson a little tight to the net, sets Cage, hit out of bounds. 17-14, Mazama takes this lead in the first set. Kind of unexpected.
Yeah, they've been setting up Cage right there nicely, but I think again that little bit of protection from Baker made Cage rethink that attack.
Paulson back sets McDaniels. Hernandez takes the second touch, sets Butcher. Paulson gets the first touch this time, making Kalia set McDaniel in the middle. Kill anyways. 15-17. What a kill for the freshman.
Big time moment when the momentum starts to slip. And it's the freshman who comes up big here in this first set as she takes a seat on the bench.
Melsness serves that one over. Irish to Hernandez, has to set back row. That's freed by Butcher. Paulson sets McDaniel. Wow, smoking crater in the donut. That's why there's a hole in the donuts, folks.
Oh, man, she is just ferocious. She just comes at you so hard. She's so strong. Get out of her way.
Melsness serves this one over. That one is shanked by Rogers. 17-17 here in the first set. What a great game.
This is when it gets down to it, and Henley maintains serve.
Melsness serves this one over. Rogers to Hernandez. Hernandez sets back row. The libero Irish hits it out of bounds. 18-17. Henley regains the lead after being down for about 5 points.
Yeah, it's been a good string. This is their fourth consecutive, that was their fourth consecutive. Trying to make it 5 in a row here, which would be the longest by any team so far tonight.
Irish to Baker. They'll free that one over. Paulson backsets Cage, tips it over. Irish lays out for that one. What a save. Paulson sets middle. Schroeder again. Wow, what a play for the Hornets, excuse me.
It's formulaic at this point. Get the ball to Schroeder, let her do some damage. It's what's got Henley now about 4 in a row.
Paulson serves that one over. Irish to Hernandez. Irish to Hernandez again to Butcher. She'll hit that one out. 20-17, Henley leads. You know, the middle often doesn't get set because it's easier to set outside, but if I have Schroeder on my team, I'm setting her every time.
Yeah, you got to.
Irish to Baker. Butcher has to free that one over. Paulson sets middle. Schroeder again. 21-17. 3 in a row for Schroeder.
Got to give some credit to Butcher there for Mazama getting that free over. It was kind of a tough ball to get to. She did her job on the defensive end for Mazama, but what can you do to stop Schroeder?
Melsness sends that one over. Rogers to Hernandez. Baker frees that one over. Paulson this time sets outside. Hernandez back sets Rogers into the block. Paulson not able to get to that one. That's out of system for Henley. Hernandez sets back row Baker. Paulson sets middle. Schroeder 4 for 4. The last 5 points is Schroeder.
She is absolutely lethal. Just placing it precisely where the Vikings aren't, and that's going to force them into a timeout.
All right, we'll be back with more first set action as Henley leads 22-27 here on mybasin.com.
To reclaim your health and your autonomy. At Heartfelt OBGYN, they focus on you. Their evidence-based approach to care means fewer office visits and a targeted treatment plan to directly address your specific needs. They believe in solutions for their patients, not the industry's profit margin. The providers at Heartfelt OBGYN are committed to serving the community and giving back to the basin. Find them at heartfeltobgyn.com. Heartfelt, because you deserve to be in control of your body and your informed choices.
Welcome back to Inner City Volleyball here on mybasin.com. The Henley Hornets lead 22-17 against the Mazama Vikings here at Valhalla Court. And that is thanks to Michaela Schroeder, who's 4 for 4 on the last 5 points in kills.
She's been amazing. Henley's won 8 in a row trying to finish off Mazama here in the first set.
Paulson pass sets outside into the block. Paulson first touch, Kalia Cage, second touch outside Henley. That one's dug by Irish. Hernandez with a second touch to Butcher, overhits it. 23-17. Henley leads. Melsness serves that one over, just serves long. 23-18. Henley leads. Kirkpatrick back in the game for the Vikings. Serves that one over to Schroeder outside. Butcher frees that one over. Dubose, Paulson, Cage into the block. Too powerful to block. 24-18, Henley leads.
That's 10 consecutive for Henley. They have found it here late in this first set. They're going to try to clean it up and book it to set number 2.
Miley Lee into serve for the Hornets. That one's over. Irish pops that one up to Kirkpatrick, who sets Hernandez, tips over into no man's land. 24-19. Mazama's still fighting.
Yeah, you know they're not going to go away easy. They've got a bit of a mountain to climb here, but this is a team of fighters. They're going to play hard, much like they did last time these teams met.
Butcher serves that one over for the Vikings. Paulson sets outside Schroeder. Overhits. Couldn't get on top of that ball. 24-20. Henley still leads here in the first set. Butcher sends that one over. Paulson sets outside Schroeder. They'll call that one out. 24-21. Henley leads.
Yeah, Schroeder's overhit the last couple of them. That's all right, though. Henley still maintains the advantage. They got some room to work with.
Paulson this time sets middle Hadley. Kirkpatrick back sets Hernandez. Paulson, middle, Schroeder tips that one over. Pancake from Kirkpatrick. What a play. They'll have to free that one over. Paulson to set her dump into the net. Wow, what a fight from Mazama. 24-22 here in the first set.
Great play by Kirkpatrick, laying out, selling out for that one. She's getting some props from her teammates, keeping the Vikes in it in this first set. Great play.
Yeah, you know why Schroeder has been overhitting? Because the set hasn't been as tight to the net because she's hitting outside and not middle.
There you go.
Hadley hits that one. This time gets the kill. 25-22. Henley wins the first set. We'll be right back after a quick break with more second set action here on mybasin.com.
The best words you can hear tonight?
Order ready for Susan.
And if you hear those words at Abby's, you know it's going to be a legendary meal. Your pizza is loaded with toppings to the edge, premium ingredients, and real cheese. Yeah, baby. Gather with friends, play some video games, and watch the big game on TV. That's made Abby's a legendary pizza tradition for generations. And when you're ready to hear those magic words,
Tom, your order's ready.
you know where to go. You're always welcome at Abby's.
As a parent of a high school athlete, I've given up trying to get pictures of my kid playing sports. It's nearly impossible to take pictures and enjoy the game. There is a solution, though. God's Gifts Photography attends high school sporting events in the Basin to take individual and team action photos at a great price. Search God's Gifts 2 on Facebook to learn more. They'll come and capture your athlete in action, creating those frameable lifelong memories so you can watch and just enjoy the moment. Call 541-281-2206 to get your athlete on their schedule. God's Gifts Photography.
What are your goals? To get stronger, move better, feel healthier? Whatever you are aiming for, Harbor Isles is here to help you. They have brand new cardio and strength equipment. Harbor Isles offers indoor tennis courts, 4 indoor pickleball courts, energizing group classes, expert personal trainers, and a friendly, knowledgeable staff ready to guide you every step of the way. No matter what your goals are, Harbor Isles has everything you need to reach those goals. Stop by and see the difference for yourself. Harbor Isles, lose those reins and get your gains.
It's time to reclaim your health and your autonomy. At Heartfelt OBGYN, they focus on you. Their evidence-based approach to care means fewer office visits and a targeted treatment plan to directly address your specific needs. They believe in solutions for their patients, not the industry's profit margin. The providers at Heartfelt OBGYN are committed to serving the community and giving back to the Basin. Find them at heartfeltobgyn.com. Heartfelt, because you deserve to be in control of your body and your informed choices.
Welcome back to Intercity Volleyball here on mybasin.com. The Henley Hornets just won the first set 25-22 here at Valhalla Court against the Mazama Vikings.
Yeah, at one point it was 17-14 in favor of Mazama, and that's when Henley decided to go on a little 9-0 run, put themselves in the driver's seat, and eventually come away with the victory. But here's Mazama starting out at the serve in the second set.
Kirkpatrick serves that one over for the Vikings. Paulson back sets opposite. That's McDaniel, the freshman, excuse me. Henley leads 1-0 here in the second set.
Yeah, nice job. Henley student section doing a nice job of reminding us just who McDaniel is.
Melsness serves that one over. Kirkpatrick back sets Butcher. Cage this time sets Hadley. Kirkpatrick back row to Irish. Cage winds up, hits that one over. Overpass put away by Hadley. They're trying to get the net touch called. They'll give it to Henley. They'll say she didn't touch the net. 2-0. Henley leads.
Yeah, I think that was the right call. The official was right there to make that call, and a point going to the Hornets.
Melsness serves that one over, fielded by Baker. Kirkpatrick shoving Lopez out of the way to get to it. Little miscommunication there by the Vikings allows Henley to take their third consecutive point of the second set. 3-0, Henley leads. Melsness serves that one over Baker. To Kirkpatrick, Kirkpatrick to Hernandez. Strong hit. Paulson sets outside Hadley. Hits the block, goes out. 4-0, Henley leads here in the second set.
They do such a great job up front, does Henley, whether it's defense or those strong hits. It's very evident why they're unbeaten in league play thus far.
Melsness serves that one over Baker to Kirkpatrick Hernandez. That one's fielded by Melsness to Paulson. Paulson sets middle. Schroeder hit big. They'll give the point to Henley, saying that Mazama touched the net. 5-0. Henley leads in the second set.
Unforced, self-inflicted wound there for the Vikings, giving Henley their fifth. Those are the ones you've got to avoid if you want to hang around. Those are the ones that Mazama did avoid in that first set to keep it so tight. Got to avoid it here as the game goes on.
Baker to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick back sets Butcher. Melsness to Paulson. Paulson sets Cage through the block. 6-0. Henley leads. Yeah, you know, if I'm Abigail Irish, I'm mad at my team for ruining that awesome dig I had off of McDaniel.
Yeah, but I got to have a short memory out there and try to get back with it. I think Mazama's going to talk things over, though, now with a timeout.
All right, we'll also take a timeout. And we'll be right back with more second set action as Henley leads 6-0 here in the second set.
What are your goals? To get stronger, move better, feel healthier? Whatever you are aiming for, Harbor Isles is here to help you. They have brand new cardio and strength equipment. Harbor Isles offers indoor tennis courts, 4 indoor pickleball courts, energizing group classes, expert personal trainers, and a friendly, knowledgeable staff ready to guide you every step of the way. No matter what your goals are, Harbor Isles has everything you need to reach those goals. Stop by and see the difference for yourself. Harbor Isles, lose those reins and get your gains.
Welcome back to Intercity Volleyball here on MyBasin.com. The Hornets lead here in the second set, 6-0 against the Mazama Vikings. Kirkpatrick sets Baker back row. Paulson this time sets middle. Schroeder, give it to Schroeder, 7-0. Henley leads.
I mean, you got Cage, you've got Hadley and Schroeder all jumping. Who's going to come up with it as the Vikings that is so intimidating? And then Schroeder, the big hitter, of course, is the one who makes contact. That's a great play from Henley.
Yeah, you've got 4 hitters there for Henley.
I mean, it's incredible.
Butcher roll shots that one. Paulson this time sets middle. That's Schroeder. Lopez has to get the second touch. Butcher free balls that over. Cage to Paulson. Paulson kind of loses that one. They're able to get it over. Kirkpatrick sets Butcher. Paulson back sets Cage. Big hit. Baker able to swallow that one up. Over passes. Wow, what a recovery from the Vikings. Paulson sets outside. Hernandez with the second touch this time to Butcher. Blocked. A block for Schroeder this time. 8-0. Henley leads. And we were talking about big streaks of points when Melsness is serving. Look who's serving right now.
Yeah, they seem comfortable. I'm noticing how quickly the Hornets are operating. How quickly do the Vikings send the ball over and the Hornets set it so fast. They know what they're going to do so quickly.
This time they'll set outside. Their first lost point of the set. 8-1 they lead.
Well, of course, right as we bring it up, that tends to happen. It's how it goes, right? But, I mean, point still stands. Henley is operating like it is second nature to them to set up Schroeder and to set up Hadley up front.
Butcher serves that one over. Paulson to Schroeder. She went for the tip, just went too early. 8-2, Henley still leads here in the second set.
And that's going to happen from time to time. It's a long season. You're going to misplay a couple. Better that it happens when you're up 8-2 instead of it being any closer.
Butcher serves that one just a little too far. 9-2. Henley leads here in the second set. And they'll put Miley Lee in to serve for Cage.
Miley Lee, a senior, 1 of 4 on this team. And they've also got 3 sophomores, 2 juniors, and a freshman.
Lee serves that one over. That's fielded by Irish to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick fast, quick sets. Baker, 9-3. Henley still leads, but what a play, what a connection. She just set that one straight across the net. She went quick tempo, and Baker's able to put that one away.
Yeah, nicely done for sure. And Nora Radford has checked into the game as well for the Vikes, playing up front.
Slazak serves that one over. Paulson to the middle. That's Hadley. Baker sends that one over. It's just outside. 10-3. Henley leads. And they'll send in Placencia to serve for the Hornets. Placencia sends that one into the net. Hernandez will now serve for the Vikings.
Also seeing a freshman from Mazama check into the game, Elizabeth Rogers back out there. We saw her a little bit earlier.
Overpass from Henley into the net. 10-5, Mazama fighting back.
Well, after an 8-0 run to start the game, you're exactly right, Walter. Mazama sticking around. They're closing the gap slowly but surely.
Hernandez into the net. 11-5, Henley leads.
Mazama unbeaten on this court in league play so far this season. They're 2-0 with wins against Phoenix and against Hidden Valley.
Butcher receives that one. Hernandez outside to Rogers, tips that one over. Paulson outside. That's Dubose. Hernandez to the middle. Blocked by the freshman, McDaniel. 12-5, Henley leads. J.C. Ladner, the sophomore for Henley, serves that one over. They'll set pipe, free ball. McDaniels calls for the ball, puts that one down. Baker not able to recover. 13-5, Henley leads.
I got to give a quick shout out, Walter, to J.C. Ladner, who's doing the service right now for Henley. You know, she's a member of FFA for Henley, and they recently had a casino night. She was my blackjack dealer and made sure that I won, and I won a lot with her as my dealer. So got to give a shout out.
Baker to Hernandez. Hernandez with the second touch. They'll say Henley touched the net. 13-6, Henley leads here in the second set.
Got myself a Roomba out of casino night, Walter. Got a little robot going around vacuuming my house.
Got to thank Ladner for that one.
Without her, I'd have to vacuum.
Less chores.
Yes.
Baker floats that one over. Nice up from Placencia. Ladner free balls that one over. Hernandez sets middle. Hit out of bounds. That was Radford. 14-6, Henley leads. Paulson, the setter to serve, just out of bounds. 14-7 here in the second set.
Important for Mazama to string a few together sooner than later. This is a golden opportunity. Libero back to serve. See if Irish can make something happen.
Irish floats that one over. Placencia to Paulson. Great defensive play. That's McDaniel on a swing play. Hits it over. Not returned. 15-14, Henley leads. And that was a great little play. You know, often it's a common play that's run by the middle. She'll kind of fake at the net and then go around backside to the opposite position. And it was able to work for Henley that time.
Yeah, Henley's done that a few times this season. It's worked well for him.
Cage lays out for that one. McDaniel pushes that one over. Rogers sets Butcher. Cage sets middle. McDaniel. That's another kill for the freshman, 16-7.
And in more ways than one, that was made by Kalia Cage. The diving defensive stop and then the set as well. It's no wonder why she's an all-conference player and could very well be all-state this year.
Hernandez sets back row Baker. Out of system play from Henley. They'll have to send that one over from the back row. Overpass from Mazama into the net. 17-7. Henley leads.
She's got some great hitters that make her job easy, does Cage, but man, that defensive effort was so great.
And they'll take a timeout, and so will we. This is Inner City Volleyball here on mybasin.com. Henley leads 17-7 here in the second set. Welcome back to Inner City Volleyball here on mybasin.com. The Henley Hornets lead 17-7 against the Mazama Vikings here in the second set after taking the first.
Right now on a little run of 3 sets consecutively here for Henley. It was Mazama who called the timeout, a timely one. They need to make this work for him.
Paulson sets opposite Cage into the net. 17-8. Mazama with a comeback.
Doesn't quite matter how you start it, but Mazama needs to string some together. Like I said, you fall behind 2-0 to this team, you never want to call a game early, but I don't know of many teams across the state who are going to come back 2-0 against Henley all year long. So this one is a must-win here for Mazama.
They need LeBron. Kirkpatrick floats that one over. Paulson sets outside. That's McDaniel. Big hit. And wow, Hernandez with a smart play to recognize, just dumps it over. No one was there. 17-9.
Yeah, really high IQ play there from the junior, and that comes from experience as a junior. This is her 3rd year on varsity, and making the smart decisions is Leah Hernandez.
Paulson backsets Cage. Not able to recover is Mazama. 18-9, Henley leads.
Well, looks like the closer has come in. Go to the bullpen. The Hornets, well, they know who they want serving, and it's Jenna Melsness. Also Schroeder back in up front.
Melsness serves that one over for the Hornets. Baker from the back row. Paulson sets outside. That's Hadley. 19-9, Henley leads in the second set.
There was some wicked spin coming off that block up front from Mazama, and that's because the ball was just hit so darn hard again from those girls up front from Henley. So much to handle.
Melsness serves that one over. Kirkpatrick sets Hernandez. Gets into the block. Cage is able to get it back out. Back row from the libero. Hernandez from opposite. Cage serves that over. Butcher hits that one out of bounds, 20-9.
Yeah, I was saying earlier in this set, it felt like Henley was really working quickly to set the ball up and go for the kill with the likes of Schroeder and whomever else might be up front. That time, though, it was the opposite. They really took their time to find the shot that they wanted. They took it and didn't work out for them exactly, but I like the patience.
That's out. Excuse me. They say outside. Schroeder puts it away. 21-9.
It's been start and stop for Mazama here in this second set. They haven't been able to put together more than two in a row this entire time in the second set.
Butcher to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick. Baker hits that one. They'll call that in. Oh, no, they'll say they touched it. 21-11. Henley leads.
So that was Mazama's point then?
Yeah, apparently. So 20-11.
Okay.
Yeah, they said that Henley touched that one.
Gotcha. Here we go. Got to fix my own scorecard here, and we're off.
Slazak serves that one over. Good up by Lee to Paulson. Paulson sets outside. Schroeder just hits that one a little bit wide. 20-12. Slazak sends that one a little long. 21-12. A little self-inflicted wound there from the Vikings, and Henley will be within 4 of taking the second set.
Yeah, right as you feel they might start to string something together, Mazama gives it away. Again, only 2 in a row for him. That's been their longest of the night so far in the second set.
Placencia serves that one over. Butcher to the back row. Slazak. Kirkpatrick is the second touch. Paulson sets middle. Schroeder blocked. Sent out of bounds. Henley will get that point. 22-12. Henley leads.
Really good attempt up front there for Mazama. Just unfortunate that it goes out of bounds off that block, but they stood in there against Schroeder. Going to have to do that if you want to hang with the Hornets.
Placencia sends that one over. Kirkpatrick sets middle. Baker into the net. 23-12. Henley leads. Placencia sends that one over. Kirkpatrick back sets middle. Baker off the head of Lee. Great play from the Vikings. 23-13. They'll need to score 11 points before Henley's able to make it to 25.
Yeah, it's a tall mountain to climb.
Hernandez serves that one over. Paulson back sets Schroeder into the net. Great little slide play that they do, just not able to get it over. 21-14. Back within single digits is Mazama. Hernandez serves that one over off Melsness. 23-15.
Hornets just trying to put this thing away. Leigh Hernandez with the mismatched shoes getting the serve over.
Melsness overpasses that one. They'll have to free that over. Hernandez, great pass to Rogers. Rogers sets Baker inside the court. Just clipped the line there. 23-16. They're back within 7. They were down by 11. Looking to string together their 5th consecutive point. Hernandez serves that one over. Paulson back sets Schroeder. Roll shot. Hernandez with the second touch sets Baker outside. Schroeder sets outside. Hernandez outside again to Baker. Off the block from Henley into the net. 23-17, back within 6. That is 5 consecutive points from the Vikings, making it 23-17, back within 6. This is Intercity Volleyball on mybasin.com.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
Welcome back to Intercity Volleyball here on mybasin.com. The Henley Hornets are taking on the Mazama Vikings here at Valhalla Court. The Hornets lead 23-17 here in the second set after taking the first.
Yeah, it's been 5 straight for Mazama. They are hanging on for dear life. They're going to need to make it a few more to make a game out of it.
Paulson sets Schroeder middle. Hernandez just dumps that one. Paulson sets middle Schroeder. This time no one's there to catch her. 24-17. Henley leads. And that's exactly what you need to do. Stop it with the trick plays, stop setting her outside, put her in the middle, set it close to the net, tight to the net, and she can hit straight down.
Yeah, no more games. Give it to Schroeder. Now here she checks out, but you got McDaniel in up front. She has a lot of the same tools that Schroeder does as a freshman. We'll see if she can help the Hornets wrap up this second set.
Hernandez sets Baker outside. Point Mazama, 24-18.
Yeah, it's not going to be so easy. Mazama still hanging around. Now they've got the experienced senior Sydney Baker on service.
Baker to serve. Paulson sets outside McDaniel. Hernandez with the second touch now to Butcher. Puts that one right in the corner. Great spot to find. 24-19. Back within 5 is Mazama.
Couldn't have placed that any better. Just in the near corner in the back of it. A nice job there. He said that was Butcher on the attack. Nice job from Mazama.
Baker sends that one over. Over pass from Henley. Paulson just had to dump it. This time in system, Paulson sets middle McDaniel. They'll say that went out.
I think it stayed in.
Oh.
Yeah, they're calling that in.
Wow, okay. 25-19, Henley wins the second set. They now lead 2-0. Join us for the third set here on mybasin.com.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
Pacific Power works day in and day out to power our communities because we know our neighbors rely on us. We're trimming and clearing branches around poles and lines, protecting our system, and giving you real-time updates when storms roll in. You can count on us in all seasons. 24/7, we're here for you. Powering your greatness.
The cars we drive play an important part of our everyday. Whether we're going to work, dropping off the kids at school, or maybe even on that first date. Vehicles we drive play an important role in all of that. And that's why at Klamath Falls Subaru, we are so passionate about getting you the long-lasting vehicle that you will love. When you come to our store, you'll find that every department is dedicated to caring for our customers, which is why I can proudly send anyone here knowing that they will be treated like family. Stop by and say hi. When you come to Klamath Falls Subaru, you're coming home.
Welcome back to Intercity Volleyball between the Mazama Vikings and the Henley Hornets here at Valhalla Court at Mazama High School. The Hornets took the first set 25-22 and the second 25-19. We're now in the third set, ready to get it underway.
Well, like I said, I don't know many teams who are going to be able to come back down 2-0 against Henley. Mazama is going to try to do it on their home floor tonight. They're going to have their work cut out for them. It was Henley who got out to an 8-0 start last time in the second set, and Mazama wound up making it a little bit closer, but they can't let Henley get to that kind of start again.
Kirkpatrick sets middle, Butcher. Paulson sets middle for Henley. That's Schroeder. They'll say that Henley stepped over the line. First point goes to Mazama.
Yeah, it looks like Schroeder might have reached underneath the net there or some kind, and yeah, Mazama gets the point, and here's Kirkpatrick on the serve.
Oftentimes when you're middle and you're trying to hit tight to the net, your foot will sometimes graze the line trying to recover.
Yeah, not surprising there.
Paulson sets outside Schroeder. Overpass from the libero Irish. Melsness to Paulson. Paulson a little bit of a low set. This time Mazama will set outside Hernandez, and she'll put that one away near the back line. 2-0. Henley leads.
Great set by Kirkpatrick. She's a senior on this team, needs to show some leadership down the stretch, and that time a nice set to earn the point for her team.
Kirkpatrick sends that one over. Henley with a free ball in response. Baker, Kirkpatrick Lopez. Little bit of off timing there. Kirkpatrick gets the third touch, frees it over. Paulson, back set, Cage, big hit. Cage shows us why she's such a renowned player here in the conference.
She is so dynamic. I mean, she can set up her teammates, and she can also go for the kill. I mean, it is just incredible the way she can play like that. She subs out here, but she is certainly one to watch. It's a lot of fun.
Miley Lee serves that one for Henley. Kirkpatrick sets opposite Hernandez. Dubose from the back row, great hit. This time they'll set Hernandez outside. Paulson sets outside. Outside is Butcher, blocked from Schroeder. 2-2. Tie ball game here at Valhalla Court.
It was the third set that Mazama won last time against Henley. Again, a 3-1 win for the Hornets back on September 25th. Mazama won the third set 25-21 at that time, and now they build themselves out a 1-point advantage against Henley.
Miley Lee just into the net. That'll give the service to Shaylee Butcher, the 5-3 outside from Mazama. Paulson sets Schroeder. Great up from Irish. They'll set Baker outside. What a play. What a vertical on that young lady. Irish to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick sets Lopez middle. Paulson sets middle in response. That's Schroeder. And they'll say she hit it out of bounds. 4-2, Mazama leads.
Close play out there. Got to give some credit to Abby Dubose there for Henley. Sticking with it on the defensive end. And even though the Hornets won't come away with the point, she played some good defense on that last go-around.
Melsness, a little bit of a short pass. That'll make everything a little bit off. Hernandez hits that one a little bit wide. 4-3. Henley trails.
Good awareness up front there from Kalia Cage, knowing that one was going out. She really just has such a good awareness on the court. One of the greatest players to watch in the conference, if not the whole state.
Placencia serves that one over. Fielded by Baker. Little bit of a miscommunication between Lopez and Baker out there. Landed in between them. Not able to decipher who should get it. 4-4. Tie game here in the third set.
Coachable moment for sure there for the Vikes.
That serve just grazes the top of the net, and they'll set Baker outside. Hernandez to Baker outside again. Paulson outside for Henley in response. That's Dubose. This time they free it over. Paulson to the middle. Schroeder just hits it a little bit too far. 4-5. Henley trails.
Good play by Lopez as she steps out, but did a nice job defensively there for the Vikings. And also want to give a shout to Shaylee Butcher doing some good work as well.
serves over just a little bit too far. That was Addison Slazak for the Vikings. Yeah, I think the reason she's not able to, why she's hitting too far recently is Schroeder's not able to get on top of the ball as much. And we were talking about it earlier, how it could be because of the low ceilings, but I think it's because they're not going as quick of a tempo right now.
Yeah, I kind of noticed that in the very beginning of that second set, it was just bang, bang, bang. Get the ball to Schroeder. She's going to hit it very hard. The Hornets have been a little bit more patient, looking for their points, looking for the fights to pick, and it hasn't hurt them too much, but it certainly hampered Schroeder just a little bit, but maybe to the benefit of the team. Henley's back out in front by 2.
Overpass from Butcher, and McDaniel's able to put that away. Ladner now on the serve. Irish to Kirkpatrick, middle, Baker. Wow, what a save from Paulson to McDaniel. Big hit from Baker through the block of McDaniel. 6 to 7. Mazama trails. Hernandez to serve that one for the Vikings. That's fielded by Melsness to Paulson. McDaniel. Mazama's able to get a block on that one. Opposite is Rogers. 8 to 6. Henley leads.
It's just been another one of those sets so far for the Vikes where they're not able to string a ton together. They're not far behind, but you just need to get a few more than 1 or 2 at a time if you're the Vikings.
Paulson serves that one over. Butcher tries to get that one to Hernandez, the playing setter now, but not able to get it there. And 9 to 6. Henley leads. Paulson serves that one over, fielded by Butcher to Hernandez. Hernandez sets back row. Irish will get it instead. McDaniel to Paulson. Paulson trying to save that one. Cage has to free that one over Hernandez. Second touches Rogers to middle. Paulson outside Dubose. Great hit. Great dig from Butcher. Irish not able to get there. 10 to 6, Henley leads.
Slight hesitation from Irish to go for that defensive play there. She's been good on those for the most part tonight, but that short split second of second guessing to lay out for it was enough to get Henley that point.
Paulson serves that one over, fielded by Butcher. Rogers gets that one, sets middle. Paulson backsets Cage, quick tempo, not high enough. 10 to 7. Baker, the senior for the Vikings, serves that one over. Dubose to Paulson. Paulson sets Dubose again, blocked. Great up from Melsness to Cage, outside, puts that one away. 11 to 7.
Great recovery. That was Slazak with a big block up front from Mazama. The Hornets, though, they were able to recollect, find their composure, find the hit they wanted, and, well, there you go, a point for the Hornets, despite good defense there from the Vikes.
Great reflexes from Melsness to be able to get that one
Absolutely.
up. This time they'll set pipe. That's Baker. Paulson sets middle. That's McDaniel. Baker to Butcher. Paulson backsets Cage. Hits that one hard. Swallowed up by Baker. Butcher has to get the second touch there. Cage again slimes over the net. It looked like Irish was there and set up. Just slimed it over.
Just Cage doesn't even need anyone to set her up. She can just take that shot, and did so there for the point.
She's done that a couple times this game.
She can call her own number, and again, just adds another dynamic piece to this Henley attack.
Dubose hits that one over. They'll set middle this time. Schroeder to Cage. Jousting match at the net. This time McDaniel is able to put that one away, working in unison with Hadley.
All night you say Cage to Schroeder, Cage to Schroeder. That time, Schroeder to Cage. It still works for the Hornets, and they've got themselves a 5-point lead.
All right, they're going to take a timeout. Mazama will take a timeout, and so will we. We'll be right back with more Inner City Volleyball here on MyBasin.com.
Basin is beautiful, from shimmering Klamath Lake to rich farmlands to the historic downtown. And with an average of over 300 days of sunshine every year, the Klamath Basin is a great place to be. We here at Basin Media Active have been supporting this community for many years, keeping it entertained and informed with friendly faces and familiar voices. You can stay up to date with the latest news, weather, stream live local sports, and check out our community calendar, all on our website, mybasin.com. And you can download our app for free in your app store right now. Basin Media Active, local, community engaged.
Welcome back to Intercity Volleyball on mybasin.com. The Henley Hornets lead 13-7 against the Mazama High School here at Valhalla Court. They took the first 2 sets, looking to take the third.
Yeah, trying to make it a clean sweep of the Vikings. Henley right now 5-0 in league play. 16-3 overall. They don't drop very many sets. They've dropped 11 all season. That is tied for the second fewest in the state behind the top-ranked team, Marist, who's only dropped 8. So Henley is doing exactly what we expected them to so far tonight.
Dubose serves that one over for the Hornets. Great dig from Cage. Results in an overpass put away by Rogers that time. And a great, smart play by Reagan Bjork there to put it close to the net, to make Cage kind of dive for it. And that resulted in the overpass that let Rogers put it away for the Vikings.
Yeah, nice job there for the Vikings. This is the time for them. They can't let these opportunities go by the wayside. Need to get a few in a row.
Paulson sets outside Hadley, just over hit. 13-8. Mazama back within 13-9. Mazama back within 4.
Yeah, any way you can get those points from Mazama, you'll take it, self-inflicted or otherwise.
Irish serves that one over. Paulson back sets McDaniels to Hernandez. Just a double touch there, not able to get them to touch the ball in unison. 14-7.
Yeah, you can tell when that ball came off of Hernandez's hands, it had some pretty unique spin on it. So, yeah, certainly a double hit there, and the Hornets get it back.
Hernandez this time sets Lopez outside, over hit. 15-9. Henley leads.
Hornets just play so composed out there, and it's no secret why. Starts at the top. Reigning conference coach of the year, Sierra Patsky, down on the sideline. She is in her 5th year with the program.
Butcher hits that one over. Paulson this time sets middle. Schroeder. Great up by Irish to Butcher, just overhits that one. It went Irish, Hernandez, Butcher. Just a little too far. 16-9. Henley leads. Melsness serves that one over. Irish pops that one up for Hernandez to set Butcher. Paulson pass sets outside Hadley. Great up from Irish. That'll result in a free ball from Mazama into the net. 17-9.
Hornets have run off 4 straight. That's their longest since the opening of the second set when they had 8 in a row. Right now the Hornets have found a rhythm. They don't look intent on leaving it unless they serve it outside. Just barely there. Vikings get it back.
17-10, Henley leads.
I open my mouth and look what happens. It's just how it goes.
Happens to me all the time. Kirkpatrick sends that one over. Paulson plants her feet, sets Schroeder into the net. 17-11. You know, saying something like that is almost like saying, oh, it's quiet in the ER.
Yeah, it's just what you never want to say because something is going to go wrong.
Kirkpatrick sends that one long. 18-11.
When I worked retail, oh, it's a slow day today. Oh, man. That's something you never want to say.
Reverse manifestation.
Yeah, exactly.
Miley Lee sends that one over for the Hornets. Great up by Irish to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick to Hernandez. Smart hit. And Paulson's not able to get that one. Great play all around from the Vikings, making it 18-12. They're back within 6.
Talia Cage has checked in for Henley as well. Miley Lee has gone to the bench.
Butcher will serve that one out. 19-12. Yeah, Henley kind of sending in the finisher there with Cage.
Yeah, she is just multi-talented. I don't know if there's something that she can't do on the volleyball court. She is just a joy to watch play.
Placencia serves that one over Kirkpatrick to Hernandez. Hernandez hits that one wide. 20-12. Henley leads by 8, within 5 of winning this game. Placencia serves that one over. Irish to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick to Baker. Little roll shot there from the Vikings. Henley will set Schroeder. They'll say that went out. I thought it caught the corner, but they had a better angle of it than I did.
I want to say something real quick. You know, we've got these folks down in the corners. Usually these would be jobs for normal OSAA officials. There's a severe shortage of officials in Oregon, especially at volleyball. So if you find it, you know, within your time, try to give back and help out these kids. We need officials desperately. And so you can check it out on OSAA.org. We got volunteers as officials tonight here at Mazama.
Schroeder with the pass set. Mazama, that's Baker, hits that one over. Paulson sets Dubose just wide. Crazy chain of events that just happened. We had the middle setting the outside, and Mazama ended up with a service. That one lands just inside the end line there. 20-15. Mazama within 5. They've got to make it to at least 20 before Henley can make it to 24.
Yeah, they got to make this count.
Paulson sets middle Schroeder. Hernandez to middle. Paulson this time sets middle again. Schroeder blocked. Schroeder with a little tip, little joust. 21-15. Henley regains service.
You expect her to come with the rocket shot like she so typically does, but that time just pushed it over off the hands of Sydney Baker up front, and, well, there you go, a point for Henley.
That one just grazing the net. Baker has to tip it over. They'll set outside Dubose. What a great play to save that. Baker sends that one over. Cage, free ball. Kirkpatrick's setter dump. Paulson, this time Henley in system to Dubose. In the middle. Sends Mazama sprawling. Overpass from Cage to Paulson. Sends that one over. Great defensive action from Mazama. Paulson sets middle. Cage to Kirkpatrick with the first touch. Hernandez to Baker. Big hit. And puts that one away from Mazama. What a play. What a rally from both sides.
Oh, man. You want to see good defense. Hit rewind right there. That was spectacular for both teams. I love that. Great job for everybody on the court, really. Mazama winds up getting the point, but, man, that was entertaining to say the very least.
I had to catch my breath mentally. It was hard to kind of comprehend the defense that was happening.
So incredible.
They'll set outside. McDaniel hits it into the net. 21-17. Mazama back within 4. Slowly clawing their way back. Hernandez to Melsness. Melsness to Paulson. Paulson sets outside. McDaniel sends it a little bit too wide. Back within 3 is Mazama with Hernandez to serve. Exactly who you want serving.
Yeah, she's a quality player.
Hernandez serves that one over. Dubose to Paulson. Paulson to Dubose. Middle puts that one away right in the middle. No one's home. 22-18. Henley leads.
Yeah, like we kind of said earlier, not going to get away with many of those if you're Henley. That was just, you know, right down Main Street, like you said, Walter. Mazama just wasn't there to answer the call.
Butcher to Hernandez. Hernandez back sets Baker. Great set from Hernandez. Great hit by Baker. As we mentioned, she has a great vertical that allows her to hit it as well as she does. 22-19 within 3. Baker floats that one over for Mazama. Paulson back sets the freshman McDaniels. And Mazama will have to free ball that one over. Melsness to Paulson. Paulson sets outside Dubose. Big hit. 2 in a row for Paulson. (23-19). 2 in a row from Paulson to Dubose. Dubose kills it. right in the middle.
Yeah, Dubose has really come along nicely here in this third set. Didn't call her name a bunch early, but certainly doing so now.
Paulson with a nice ace to bring us to match point.
Good opportunity here for Henley, but not before Mazama is going to call timeout.
All right, Mazama calls a timeout. So will we. Time to hear a word from our sponsors as we get back for match point here on mybasin.com.
Parent of a high school athlete, I've given up trying to get pictures of my kid playing sports. It's nearly impossible to take pictures and enjoy the game. There is a solution though. God's Gifts Photography attends high school sporting events in the Basin to take individual and team action photos at a great price. Search God's Gifts 2 on Facebook to learn more. They'll come and capture your athlete in action, creating those frameable lifelong memories so you can watch and just enjoy the moment. Call 541-281-2206 to get your athlete on their schedule. God's Gifts Photography.
Welcome back to Intercity Volleyball here on mybasin.com. The Henley Hornets take on the Mazama Vikings here at Valhalla Court. The Henley Hornets took the first two sets, 25-22, 25-19. Now it's 24-19 match point for Henley. Henley has service.
Yeah, this third set has really been back and forth. Neither team able to string a ton together. Mazama at one point bringing 4 points in a row in the middle part of this set, but that's been it. It's really been a tug of war here on this third set. Mazama trying to keep everybody here, keep this game going. Henley trying to end this one and three.
Dubose, who had the last two kills to bring him the match point, serves it over, Cage with the first touch, Dubose with the second. Hadley with a free ball. Mazama will have to play out of system as well. This time in system, Henley sets it. Cage just hit long. 24-20.
Vikings live to fight another day. And now you've got Abigail Irish, she's been serviceable at this position so far tonight.
Absolutely. She's been incredibly solid for the Vikings on defense. Paulson backsets McDaniel off the block. Hernandez has to free ball that one over. Paulson back sets Cage off the block, out of bounds. Henley wins this one, clean sweep, 3-0. 25-22, 25-19, 25-20. We'll be right back with a little bit of post-game show on Intercity Volleyball here on mybasin.com.
Introducing Smith Bates Marcom Solutions, your trusted partner in marketing and communication. We specialize in crafting compelling campaigns, eye-catching graphics, and impactful branding materials.
Smith Bates is like working with dependable friends. They always help us build our professional image.
Through the innovative strategies that the team at Smith Bates suggested, we've been able to give the brand at Calor the boost that it desperately needed.
Unlock your potential with Smith Bates Marcom Solutions.
Hey, I'm Jason with Elevate Physical Therapy, Fitness and Performance. Thanks for joining us. Elevate started in 2020 as a dream. I wanted to open up a clinic of my own, really had a heart and a passion to treat athletes of all ages, and got the opportunity to do it. And wow, this is what's happened. One of the best parts of this job is that we get to work with all the student athletes on field, at their contests, at their games all around the county. Specifically when you're working with dancers, right, we've got like particular ways of movement that we don't want to necessarily correct, because dancers have a very specific way of moving that's important for their athletic performance. At Elevate, we're here to get you moving and keep you moving, no matter if you're 8 or you're 80. Feel free to give us a call at 541-887-2030.
What are your goals? To get stronger, move better, feel healthier? Whatever you are aiming for, Harbor Isles is here to help you. They have brand new cardio and strength equipment. Harbor Isles offers indoor tennis courts, 4 indoor pickleball courts, energizing group classes, expert personal trainers, and a friendly, knowledgeable staff ready to guide you every step of the way. No matter what your goals are, Harbor Isles has everything you need to reach those goals. Stop by and see the difference for yourself. Harbor Isles, lose those reins and get your gains.
Welcome back to Intercity Volleyball here on mybasin.com. The Henley Hornets won 3-0, clean sweep, 25-22, 25-19, and 25-20 here at Valhalla Court.
Yeah, it was a great showing for Henley. Mazama defending their home court. Might have expected a little bit more from them tonight, but I mean, take a look at their opponent, man. Henley is just so good. They've got so many good players up front. They haven't lost a league game yet. They're 17-3 now overall in the season. What more is there to say about the Hornets that we haven't already said this season? They are a tough team to beat, and tonight it was just another night where the Hornets come out on top.
Yeah, last time these two teams met, Henley won 3-1. An improvement this game for Henley as they won 3-0, making them 17-3, 6-0, and the Mazama Vikings fall to 4-13, 2-4. Now, I think Mazama will stay fourth, and Henley will stay ranked first.
Yeah, as we kind of look at the conference standings, Phoenix and Klamath Union are right now in between Henley and Mazama. So it goes Henley, Phoenix, Klamath Union, Mazama, then Hidden Valley. Well, Phoenix is playing Klamath Union tonight at Klamath Union High School. Don't have any scores there, but that could shape how the second place in the conference works. And as we get closer to the postseason, which I believe rankings freeze Tuesday, October 28th, that's coming up here shortly. The top two teams make an automatic bid to the playoffs out of our conference, Walter. If the season were to end today, it would be Henley and it would be Phoenix, but still pretty much a full second half of the season to go. A lot of time for those standings to shift around.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm excited to see what happens between KU and the Phoenix Pirates. That should be a good matchup.
And I'll also be excited to see what happens between KU and Mazama. This is Thursday night. Thursday night, Klamath Union comes here to Valhalla Court to challenge the Vikings. Last time those two teams got together, I believe it was a game over at Pell Court that we called, Walter. I recall it being a pretty good match. So I'm excited to see more of that come Thursday night. That'll be our next broadcast.
Yeah, actually, last game these two teams met, please tune in because this is really going to be interesting. Last time these two teams met, KU won 3-2 in the fifth set, 15-13.
Yeah, really great game. Excited for it again Thursday night. We'll be here on mybasin.com. If you can't make it out to the gym, which we certainly encourage you to be here in person, but if you can't make it out, we'll have your coverage.
All right. Big thanks to Henley Athletic Director Luke Hammond, that both head coaches, Sierra Patsky, reigning Coach of the Year, by the way, and head coach Nancy Drake from Mazama. Thank you to Athletic Director Ian O'Brien for setting us up here at Valhalla Court. For Josh Eldridge and Walter Hartley, this is Intercity Volleyball on mybasin.com. Good night. A little sketchy.
We'll work on that. Give yourself some more time on the YouTube, too, because there's like a 90-second